So, y'all want another video? Kaboom, kabap, kabibble, kabop. Listen, kids, here we are. One of us is the top. It's not me. Listen. No one was questioning. No. We're here to talk about Canada's Drag Race Episode 3. The legendary Deborah Cox was on this episode. Quite a long mini challenge, quite an interesting maxi challenge, an awful lip sync.
Awful.
Let's get to it. Cue my theme music, baby. Yo. Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants.
And Ep.3.
Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, that share button, and subscribe to the channel and become a part of the Rant Pack family. My special guest host today, Ep.3, is here because we have committed to Canada's Drag Race because we want to be entertained. Woo.
Oh.
Social media links as follows. For me, it's at MattyRants on both Instagram and on Facebook. I'm on Instagram Live often. And on Twitter, I'm really loving Twitter right now. I don't know why. I used to be like, hell no to Twitter. But now I'm like, yes, God. That's at the MattyRants on the Twitter. And if you want to donate to the channel, please and thank you. Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo Matty-Rants, and PayPal.me/MattyRants. Ep.3, your links as follows.
So you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, all at the same Jamar84. That's spelled Jamar, not L, 84. And you have TikTok, which is Jamar840. Amen.
So for you it's Lamar, and for me it's Marty. Okay, great.
The Jamal.
Oh, that's right, Jamal. Listen, every time I see Marty, y'all, I don't even get mad. It feels like it doesn't feel like I'm that person because, you know, I'm not embedded in things that I don't agree with. Tracy. But you know, Marty and Matty seems to be the case with me. I'm pulling the plug out. Oh, thank you. It was rubbing the tussin out of my tug. Ooh.
Is that the power cord? What was that?
It was the power cord.
Oh.
These headphones are Turtle Beach, and they seem to need to be plugged in so that the bass quality works really well, as well as the microphone. This is not a paid sponsorship, but it could be. Jamar, before we go any further with this, because I'd be remiss if I didn't, on your channel that everyone can also subscribe to, what are you covering so people can subscribe?
So we're covering the remainder of All Stars. We're covering G Status, which we're going to talk about later.
Ooh. We might just wait till next week because I'm low-key tired. But ooh.
Okay, that's fine too.
Yeah, actually, let's just so everyone knows, because we're making a friend decision here with our mental health. Let's do it next week because I do need a little. After my live today, I'm like, I need to sleep.
Same. So
3, 2, 1, the chicken is done and Kine has gone out of the competition. Oh, that was fun, right? One more time. Well, she's gone. Goodbye. Are you subscribed to her YouTube channel after seeing that attitude? I hope that you are. No, it's just TV. Those are produced moments.
I'm going to say that Kine technically was in this episode, and we'll talk about how so.
We will. We add Diana Ross. Kine as Diana Ross, because that description did not fit. No, Tainomi wipes the banks off of the walls. I tried, and the girls sit down, and we're having a moment. I don't want to be in that position ever again. And then Anastasia, excuse me, almost an Anastasia. Anastasia is like, you can't do that to me again. This is a setup. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, either they're gonna do good, or this will be bad. Boom, boom, boom. I guess. Oh, and Lemon is filling her juice. Give me all the likes for that one, y'all. I wrote this down, bitch. Hold on.
That's a sore spot for Miss Juice Box.
Exactly.
Poor.
Filled her juice. We have a moment. There are things said, blah, 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 or what was it? Everyone told me what the song was, how the song is done. Canada's
I've listened to it over and I still can't remember it.
We'll give it better life and love next time.
I mean, it looks cool. The palette opens, the $100,000.
I like the blue and pink. Yeah, I like that blue and pink. And that's just like for Drag Race, but it's different with the little leaf and the tiara, and it's pretty. They come back into the workroom. Words are exchanged, some in French, some not. And RuPaul shows up on a screen again. See how this is going. And
her lighting in this is amazing.
I'm glad you feel that way. I feel she needs a more warmer, bastard amber feel. That's a Jackie's Back reference. And shout out to those of you who knew when Jackie Washington Day was. That was just a couple days ago. If you haven't seen that movie, Jackie's Back, do yourself a favor. YouTube. The whole movie's on there, and it's Jennifer Lewis. Girl, everybody was in that movie. Whoopi Goldberg's in that movie. Everybody's in that. You're welcome.
I feel like it's underrated, though. I feel like when they talk about like classic Black movies, it's not really mentioned. People think of like House Party, Soul Food, Soul Plane, Brown Sugar.
And Jackie's Back should be on that list of always and forever. They did a whole thing in LA last year I didn't get to go to, where they had a reunion and it was like this full moment and they sang the songs and all that. So shout out to Jennifer Lewis. We love you. Grandma Ruby, who I hope you get a spinoff for Blackish. That's other T. They're doing another spinoff, girl. I'm like, give it to Rubes. All right, back to Drag Race Canada. I don't know what's happening here. This is Loki, a podcast. There was a screen version of RuPaul. Then Jeffrey Boyer Chapman walks into the room with the thirst of 1,000 versatile queens. Yeah. She gives me verse. Anywho, she gave me verse T. She gave me turn around. I'm feeling it today. Jeffrey in his best RuPaul. Again, it is his best RuPaul. It is his best. He is trying very hard. Gives these queens a mini challenge, but it needs to introduce an ally first. And this was a bit annoying for me. A little bit of a panderable moment, but
okay. Let's talk about it.
Yes. Hold on, Jamar. Let me get her name. Tracy Melshore. And after me asking this question on my live, where I was like, "Who is this?" They were like, "She is a." Think of E or Extra News type of situation, but Canada's version, and her being that.
That's what I figured from the challenge. I'm like, okay, so she must be Canada's version of our other
whoever is there for the first 5 years to then be exited out the next, except for Mario Lopez, because people like him for some reason, even though he said transphobic comments.
Yeah, but say after that comment,
nope.
No.
Saved by what, Belle? Okay, so let's see.
Saved by the dimples.
Jamar, let's talk about it. This morning anchors.
As soon as she walked into the room, I already knew what she was going to be giving me. And the pandering and how they like welcomed her in, and she was like, "Oh my God, yes, God, girl, hunty, the house down Aboot for you." I'm like, it was very. I mean, I love our allies.
Why was she surfing? Hey, like she immediately dipped a little bit, like she was riding a wave. Okay, y'all. Jamar,
I love it.
Jamar, I'm sorry. Go.
But it's just, I don't like it when women sort of throw that kind of attitude at us as we're like supposed to be into that. I don't like that. I'm something about it.
What Jamar is referring to, because now I got to jump in before somebody says something, that there's a thing where if you see a gay man or a lesbian woman or anything like trans of the sorts, anything in that rainbow, and we do include the A now in this because an ally is a part of the community, but it's that, hey friend, hey girlfriend type of stuff where it's like, first of all, I don't like it when certain other gays do that. And y'all know when we talk, the ones who like to feel like they're Aunt Jemima that day, and you know what I'm talking about. So when someone else do it, it's almost like a mocking of that, and it's like, you don't got to do all that. Just roll up and be yourself. Be you. You don't got to give me all of you.
It's not all of us
like that. Yeah,
we don't all give that.
And you can, if you ever saw me and Jamar in the club, you wouldn't catch us rocking like that. As a matter of fact, I was like, you got to ask what's his name and be like, girl, they were just sitting in the corner, just boost until my music comes on. Jamar will tell you, once my music comes on, what I do, friend, here's my phone,
On
here's
the
my
table.
wallet, here's my keys, hold my stuff, friend, I'm about to tear it up. Move out the way, bitches. Anywho, we are not trying to put her down, but at the same time, it just felt like, I get it, it's TV, it's optics. Oh my God, she's great, but oof.
Yeah.
Don't see her and then go, ooh, I'm gonna do that the next time I go to this.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be that girl.
But have
then
fun.
The girls will read you.
Yeah, have fun though. Have fun. Please come out there and have a good time with the kids. Like, just don't try to be something you're not, because when you walk away, a sissy will talk. Okay.
You'll be in the group text.
Girl, she came over here with this old tired ass wig. Thought she was somebody. What are we doing? We have a review to get to, y'all. Back to start. Morning anchors Canada AM. The queens must pair in teams. They kind of just grab whoever their besties are and put on their best quick drag, and they must do a teleprompter reading situation. You know, I would have killed this. My broadcast journalism skills put to the test, but it was trilingual. English,
For some,
French, and I can do French. So I was like, oh, I know all the accentes and accentus. I've been just fine. But then Draglish, which was okay, all that type of stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
Here we go again.
Oh my God. Don't you cross over here to the States and pull that stuff. We're tired of it over here, girl. We are tired of it over here. If one more tongue roll, bitch, I'm about to lose teeth. So this was kind of funny in certain moments. I got to give a special shout out to Anastasia, giving all kinds of what is going on here. I was nervous. Now that I was nervous. I thought there was some sort of deficiency in zinc.
I was distracted by Turnomi's wig.
Oh, the wig, the face, the whole presentation. I was like, these two together are really giving you Kanye West's lineup tease. Just 3 colors.
I was most entertained again by Jimbo.
Nancy Grace.
Like,
I forgot your name over here.
What? That was the best part about it.
We love Jimbo in this household, y'all. If you can't tell, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be that biased queen this season for Jimbo.
Every time, every week.
It's so hard not to like him. It's so hard not to like Jimbo. I think Lemon and Priyanka did a really good job. They both said names. Priyanka was funny. Boa, what were you doing? What was that about?
Okay, so what I took was, because it was Boa and Jimbo, if I'm correct, is that I think Jimbo kept saying a lot of Bobo's lines, not Bobo, but Boa's lines, and she didn't know how to, and she was playing a character of some sort, and she couldn't find a way to get herself in. I was like, oh, okay, girl. Why is she crying? Why is it like she was crying?
Yes. I was like, is this supposed to be her anchor character? Is she's upset because she can't say what she wants to say? I didn't know, and I didn't care. I guess Scarlet Bobo and Alona, right? Alona. Why am I doing
it has the word alone in it. I should put an A in it.
That's the thing. Okay, so that's the issue. I'm seeing the I, and I'm wanting to make that the focal point of that name, like Ilona when it's Alona. Thank you. Jamar.
That's the only way I remember.
Friends helping each other. Diction. Enunciations. Words. Ilona. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Lemon and Priyanka win. And now they're team captains, and they're told they have a maxi challenge where this is basically bitch perfect. But they're
basically.
Sorry, boot it. Sorry, every time I say it, it hurts my soul. Boot it. Someone in the comment section says not all Canadians like talk with that boot. I said, but honey, for the ones that do, this is on brand.
I mean, this is where it comes from.
This is brandable. I would hate for someone to come to the States and say that's a part of Jersey's lineup. A boot. No one would think that. They would look for the spray tan bottles. So the thing is, I said it. So here go the teams as follows. Now Priyanka picks Rita Badger, Scarlet Bobo, and Anastasia, and Alona Verdley.
There you go.
They are the Moose Knuckles. Now, Alona was picked last again, and she was feeling all kinds of hurt. To that, I say, stop wearing pasties and get rhythm. Lemon, we'll get there in just a second. I'm gonna shove down that road. Now, her runway was right, though, but we'll get to this in a second.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say, so this week there was no pasties.
No, it was pasties. It was, but that's why I'm like, you gotta go look at the look again. But it was a nice look. Lemon chose Tainomi Banks because she's a former backup dancer. We hear this often, and it's not shown. Then we'll in both me and Shamara from it. Yes. Jimbo, Kiara, Boa. They're called the dolls.
I hated how they tried to write it out under the text. I'm like, you can't really.
They put a W before the O. I was like, that was so washed. It's just spelled dolls. You just say dolls.
Just bleached.
Right. You don't add a letter in there, girl. You just say dolls. So that's why it's not called a shablam or a death drop either. Anywho. Side notes here. Priyanka's low-key a kid, and I love it.
She's so funny.
Just a goof. She reminds me of Rock'em Sakura, but she's being praised for her goofiness. Then again, the aesthetic is...
But you know what? I don't know if I think I had a conversation with somebody else. Like, every time I see Priyanka pretty much in drag, she reminds me of Alexandra Burke from X Factor. I don't know why they look alike to me in my mind.
I don't know why either.
I don't know why they look alike to me. Whenever I see them, I always think of the other one. I think it's their facial structure. But I do love her. She's very silly, very fun. And I actually started to notice her as like a front runner this season. I'm like, okay, Miss Bree.
I've seen that too, even though there was a whole missing panel of fur on the back of her outfit this week. Let's keep it real.
We'll get there.
We're going to get there because when I tell you, I wanted to pull my hair out when she turned around. So Lemon is also a raptress, apparently, because she listens to this part right here. She's a raptress. She listens to nothing but rap music. And when she named these two, I knew how low of a budget that her rap bucket is. City Girls and Saweetie.
Now, Jeffrey Boyd Chapman did kind of read her. It's like, who? Iggy Azalea, Eminem?
Oh my God. I was like, Jeffrey, come back. One actually is worth the Academy and the Grammy, and the other one is the Tasmanian Devil when she gets on that lyrical rhymes and try to blame other people for
that video, it kills me every time it comes.
I will say, I started from the bottom and now I'm rich is it. Now I will say that about it. It is so right with God. She makes some pops, but
she does, but they're just not consistent.
Live, I don't want to see it. Not that suitcase, mama. I don't want it to carry on over here. All that luggage she carried in the back. Listen, Lemon, you needed to name. You could have named Nikki. You could have named Kim, old Kim, not new Kim.
Pre-surgery when she was black and not Asian.
The first song Remy did. You could. None of Kaya's music. None. That's club jukebox music for the South. You know it.
Yeah, Lemon can't find. There's no.
Can you imagine Lemon doing Kaya? RESPECTB. That's what you.
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not going to go there.
Ooh, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's for my allies who are who have no idea who Kaya is, by all means look her up. But do me a favor, she went to a show on Lifetime Television, a rap battle show, where she's already had a career and goes up there to compete and does a whole song spelling out respect me as the rap. RESPECTB, you go respect me. It's Jamar's face. I'm zoomed in on you. I have zoomed in because you know that was the travesty of all travesties.
Kaya is like
driving a medical van with 1982 Naughty Pine walls, trying to read somebody who don't even have a bra on. Girl.
But when you are drunk, the lights are low, the music is pumping, and that shit comes on like K.
Oh, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It gets me what I need.
Listen, now if I'm in the club and I have some brown liquor, yeah, I'm gonna throw a little boost back on somebody here. You absolutely to some Kaya, but
yum sauce.
She's still trash.
I mean, very, very much so. Basura, but still.
This is what happens, Lemon, when you mention Saweetie and City Girls as the part of your team. This Young Miami? No, let's not. Isn't
Saweetie the girl who always samples everybody's music?
She's the one that did Kaya's sample. She sampled Kaya's music for that one song that was actually what was it called? So Icy or something like that. Anywho, I'm Megan, we love you. Stop letting people shoot you in the foot. Next caller.
Never mind.
She deserved better than that. She deserved Drag Race. That's a whole other thing. Child, y'all getting a full show today. Lemon's a raptress, and she kind of proved she shut me up a little later, but I'll get in there because I was like, that didn't sound like a City Girl lyric. Okay, they're getting everything together. Part of this challenge, they have to work with a producer and a choreographer. Now, the producer's name is Ralph, who I was surprised when I saw who Ralph was. And I was like, I'm like, Matthew, shame on you. Gendered name, how dare you? It's like literally what I felt like. I was like, come on now. And then we have Hollywood Jade, who, when everyone was like, oh my God, I was like, not to be shady. I was like, who?
I actually knew who Hollywood was from YouTube. And because I used to watch like a lot of his like dance videos. Just like how, you watch those videos, you're like, who is this? And they always put their name on before it actually goes up. So that's the only reason how I knew about who he was.
I will say his choreography was puss.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jamar, I know I wanted to call you. I was like, I know me and him would have war.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6. It was not that. It was literally switch, back, forth, center, boom, up. Girl, that was a whole 8 count. The whole thing was 8 counts. It was like, this is nothing. Turn to boom, 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 can clack. Like,
Miss Lemon was eating it up. Lemon was eating y'all alive.
Lemon was like, oh, this is all me, boo. She was feeling it. And that's what I was really feeling about Lemon this episode in particular, because she was like, well, this is what I do. And I got all of that. Like I didn't miss a beat. Rapping everything, but do we need to go ahead and just get to hold on, let's do this first. Let's do this first because we didn't even get to them getting to talk to Ralph and all of them. Rehearsals for everybody were bad. No, they weren't. Well, most, like for the dancing part, it was almost like just watching the girls who knew how to dance know what they were doing, and then everybody who didn't know what they were doing just looked pathetic. And Anastasia, you were wearing me low, girl, just standing there. You are not Tyra Sanchez, and this is not that season 2 of Drag Race, bitch. She's like, I don't do this, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I love Arnie. I love her. Oh, did I call her Arnie? Don't be mad, Starzy. I kind of like Arnie. I do. I like Arnie Stars. I kind of like Arnie. I get it, but this ain't it. This was not the time for you to pull your pageant stuff. I don't do. This is a full TV show competition. We needed you to make it the top 6.
I'm like, they can't get past here.
It's a spin, left, right, center, oof. Like,
I was like, we haven't even incorporated the feet yet.
And he was like, let me redo this just to make sure this isn't that difficult to myself. Because I'm like, am I giving them difficult choreography? Like, I get it. Not everybody is a dancer. I can hear someone in the comment section who is the defense attorney for every rhythmless person to ever exist. I hope you know that what you're doing is for free. But I
Hollywood shaded them. She was like, I don't think this is that hard. Like
it wasn't. It was, and mind you, a lot of what he was doing was, and this is the thing for dancers, by the way, he was keeping them in center steps. So they weren't having to do a lot of this with their feet.
Travel.
This,
stationary.
this step forward, and it was not run all. I mean, they had to walk and do all that, but when it came down to all the hand choreography, where everyone was getting a little worried about, when they ask you to do more footwork, that's when I can see, okay, this is going to be a little tough, because now you're having.
That's usually just transition or like formation.
It was a 32 number count, and it was what, 4/8 counts into that little bit, and I was like, come on now, y'all. Anywho, my backup dancer days, it was killing me, girl. I used to sit and we would practice for hours, over and up. Nope, not right. Up, not right. Matt didn't get up too fast. Oop, this one didn't move too fast. Oop, didn't do this. Hands quicker, sharper hands. Like, you were lazy on this part. Like, you have to do it each.
Not enough energy.
And it was always throw. That's why I was always sweaty and just gross at the end of dance practice, because I never could throw light. It was throw. Like, give it.
Back when I had stamina.
Mine is still there, but I'm trying to get it back to the full number where I used to be able to buck 2 hours in the club.
I was able to run laps around the gym with no problem.
Honey. I could still run. I could do my 1.5 miles like I like to do. I work out. For me, it used to be, I would literally dance for an hour, go get some water, come back, dance for another hour, go get some water, dance for an hour, then go home. Dancing queen.
Can't do none of that now. That's 8 years ago.
Oh, well, I'm older than you and can do that. So, but these knees.
How much older?
Sorry, not sorry. You know what? You know what, Boa? No. Bitch, got me all fucked up. Anywho,
see, that's what we could have done on the channel.
Jamar gets one. one per episode. Okay, so that was good, and not much, but not that I'm still on it. Okay, so no, there we are. No. Okay, so there was a moment. They go back after, realizing that a lot of them have 2 left feet, or possibly the Britney Spears syndrome now, dancing in my house only looks good then.
I'm gonna let him live, because that's a whole baby.
Free Britney.
That's
free
scary.
Britney.
But
girl, that video of her walking up answering questions was a cackle, but it was also scary, but it was a cackle. She's like, my favorite drink is this. Then comes back. Oh, this question. I'm sorry, I love Britney, but it was like.
Britney needs a friend.
I was like, who edited this? Okay. Still, Britney's better than Christina. Anywho, I made sure to say that with you. Honey, I made sure to say that. I'll take the umbrella beating a car lady any day over. Yeah. Oh, any day.
Blasphemous.
Candy man. Sweet mother, take him out the candy man. Oh.
You know what?
My name's Christina Aguilera, and this is how I sing.
You are full of stuff I can't say on the internet.
Yeah. I swear to God, Christina Aguilera just become the MattyRants voice girl. MattyRants. I can see her now. So I love my red beans and rice.
No, you will not have no. Start your toes when you get up from this desk.
Listen. There was a serious moment backstage. Not backstage. There was
not really. I'm gonna say, what was it? Did I miss it?
No, Priyanka did share a nice story about, well, not a nice story, but more so her concerns with her father finding out that she is a drag queen and gay, for that matter. I'm like, oh, this storyline has found its way into Canada's drag race. Where Priyanka is from, it's illegal and people can be killed for that. Okay, so. With her and her father, they have a really great relationship, but it's like, ooh, are we still gonna have a good relationship after this? Because once you find out who Priyanka is, that's not the girl that I'm dating that I keep telling you, how are we gonna act? So Priyanka, I wish you love and light in that journey. I hope your dad comes through and gives you the best response. Trust me, I didn't get it over here. So, hang in there, sister. Hang in there. We're still not talking to him. So.
Who can relate to their dad trying to introduce them to women?
Oh, my God.
How awkward that is.
At church, especially. Ugh. Like, by
Life
all
of a gay
means,
man, life of a black gay man especially.
everybody involved. Everybody involved. The question is, why don't I ever see you like looking at this and doing all? Oh, girl, that's a whole nother story. This ain't the Matt and Mar show again. Hold on. We need to get back to this. There is drama between Boa and Scarlet Bobo. Wow. Let me try that the other way. There is drama between Scarlet Bobo and Boa. Yeah, that sounded better. Ew, Boa and Scarlet Bobo. Nah, yeah. See? Yeah. The drama is jealousy, annoyance, gas.
A combination of the three. I'm like, where'd this come from? There was no like.
Scarlet feels Boa is getting praise that she doesn't deserve. That's all tea. And that's how I feel about it, personally. Now, I also can see that Scarlet has been trying and maybe she hasn't been given any kind of critiques to get her to the next spot or the next level, so she feels some kind of way. And she knows Boa and they're cool like that. That may be the case. It may be the competition getting to her. Boa doesn't give one flying floop. Not one. Girl, I mean, even in the last part of it with the confessional where they were apologizing, she said, I'll say I'm sorry just to shut them up. I was like, well, damn, friend.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Because
actually,
you know that it's a personal thing with them.
I've done that many times.
Nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And that's why Lemon was in the confessional like, it's not her fault.
Arguing about nothing. Nothing.
Basically.
The first guest judge to finally give me some kind of something when they walked on the stage because their resume speaks for themselves. Deborah Cox is up in this piece and she's given all kinds of glowy goddess teas. I'm so here for it. Brooklyn Heights looks like a highlighter with a blue wrapper encased in it. Jeffrey Boyer Chapman is giving his best It's a Flood tease. And Stacey McKenzie, I love the head wrap. I love the whole look, but she was giving peyote down. I'm in the desert, feeling the sun. Bury that. I'm good with just 4 people being there, to be real with you, versus 5 or 6, like how it's been on Drag Race a little bit, where it's like we have all these opinions.
Too many people to no.
Mm-hmm. So I'm here for the one, but I think again because of the first 2, I was like, ooh, and my apologies. The first one, I don't have her name again in my head, but she was on Happy Endings, and that was a great show. So funny. Second guy, I didn't know him, and now it's Deborah Cox. So who's next week? I don't know, but here we go. Tomorrow, I guess we will start with the performance itself with the Raptress battle.
Whew. Sorry, not sorry.
The Moose Knuckles versus the Zoles.
You know what? I wrote down who I actually, did enjoy. But then what I noticed was, because I watched this the second time, and I was really into it the first time. I watched it the second time. Some of them didn't know their own words.
Some.
Tainomi, Anastasia, Alona a couple of times.
A who?
Alona.
Oh, girl, I thought you said aloha. I apologize.
No.
And I was about to say, Ohana means family.
Great movie, by the way. But
Lilo and Stitch is so good.
Great movie, by the way.
That's so sad.
But I was like, how did I not know their own words? But let me quickly go over who was actually some of my favorites. Boa.
Agree.
Scarlet Bobo.
Agree. Lemon.
Honorary Lemon. I was going to say honorary for Lemon and Priyanka.
I give Lemon more coots for her performance. Priyanka was... I liked Priyanka.
Forgettable. No.
No, I liked Priyanka's performance. I did. You want to talk about forgettable? Kiara's outfit and Kiara's lyrics. Anastasia had great lines, but then she didn't know how to dance. Alona's rap was trash, and she could not dance.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Nothing nice to mention.
About everything. Rita Badger can sing. Oh, speaking of which, when they were doing the rehearsals, excuse me, I do have music And that she referred to the other one as a vocalist. I am a singer. I love Rita Badger sometimes. She's giving me life a little bit.
I started to even dance. She just stood there. She was like,
she literally was like, and then Alona was just. I guess things are happening.
Wait, I know, man. I just remember this. What was that little back kick that she did?
Oh, that deja vu into the video for Beyonce tease. That moment where she should have like actually held the leg versus just that kick. It needs to be held.
Straight leg out. Like, what was that?
It should have been like a kickity out.
That was so ugly.
It was.
So awesome.
Well, the boots were ugly. The shoes were
that too. But still, you could have still given me a straight leg.
Horrible.
I don't know if I could have missed it. It could have been the editing. But Tainomi looked like she was killing the dancing in the rehearsal, but I just didn't see that in the final product as well.
You are correct, because she lacked confidence when she was dancing up there, and Jeffrey was quite generous with how he was giving it to her, because to me, I just saw someone going, okay, right.
So she choked. Oof.
Basically, she thought about she was doing numbers. She was doing numbers. And you as a dancer, you know when you see them do them numbers, you know when they're doing numbers, because you can see it all in the brain.
Towards the end, like, we stopped even using counts. We just started using words, ow.
Yeah, just you get into the attitude of what you're throwing. The performance itself, the raps themselves, this was kind of cool. I was actually here for this. I was here for this. Mm-hmm. It was decent for a first season production like this. Not sorry about it. Boot it. No.
Which one's better, this one or Bitch Perfect?
Bitch Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. The runway. Becky with the good hair is the category. Hate the name, trash. But there were some interesting looks. Jamar, who was the first queen to reckon Ralph? Who was the first queen to wreck it Ralph the stage?
So Kind was brought back as it was Kiara wearing the same fabric as Kind. Because I'm just like, now if it didn't work for her the first time, why did you choose and put less into it than she did? Came out looking like Mufasa.
And said Diana Ross.
I said,
how dare you?
Where?
Who was the boss? Not this look.
Not this new.
Never have I ever seen Kind show up so much in one season. Listen, Kiara, I didn't care for this. I didn't like the makeup either. I didn't like the full look, to be honest with you. And the boots was trash. You were better than this, and I know that. And that's why I'm going to chop it to that and just say, this wasn't a good week for you, and you may have had a lapse in judgment, because this was...
Yeah, I don't want to see... Nobody else used that fabric from the fabric wall.
Never again. Never.
No one used it.
And guarantee you we'll see it next week.
Sure.
Who is next up on this firing?
Woo! Jimbo Child, 3 for 3. 3 for motherfucking 3.
The conversation we had was about the change and evolution, and once again, this Pokemon has evolved into Nina Bonina Brown, for that matter. But in the Mariah Lynn version, that's a love and hip hop reference for those who caught this. But Mariah Lynn, if she had an actual, but Mariah Lynn, if she was built for it tough, as the flight goes over. Listen, this was so puss, and it was so right.
Oh.
And you know what made it, because it could have just been this, okay, X on the toddies, little chains, a little bit high boot. It could have just been that, but it was the hair.
And how it moved, the color.
Oh, and the way it was just, she could turn, and other parts of it would be different. Just everything would just car wash. It was so right. It was car wash.
Wigs.
And you know,
wigs.
This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Jimbo wins the runway once again.
I don't know about. Well, she was good this week. I actually like someone a little better than Jimbo this week. But who's next?
I know me. I know me. I know me. I know. No me. I know me.
I know, no. She was making on this look. No.
She looked like she literally taped a track of weave around her neck and on a hat and called it a day.
She looked better when she removed all that for the lip sync.
Yeah, I was like, which way you wear that?
And I know, did you see Brooklyn's face? She was like, I was like, why didn't you do a reveal or something when you was on the runway? Because that would have been it. But again, this is a hi-ya chop. This is a chop. Like, there was, Wile E. Coyote was just falling off the cliff. We witnessed him slowly fall and descend to the ground. You remember how it used to go? This is the ugliest thing I have seen this season. Chop. Next caller. And even with the basic ass
hold
look
on.
that kind did.
That is a statement.
Oh wait, we forgot Ginger Minge is coming up.
You know what? I was like, does anybody else see it? Y'all remember season 7? I know y'all didn't watch it for real, but y'all remember that?
Okay, honest opinion. Is this the worst look of this season so far for you?
Lemon's first episode. That piece of fabric taped to the side of her randomly.
Ma'am, this is intentional. Lemon made that on there in that moment. This was pre-made prior to them getting here. This was not done in the workroom just now.
I know, I tried.
You did. I saw what you were doing. I got that, but I was like, but those were made then, okay? And you chopped Tainomi for her made look. Okay. Jamar, can we get to the next person before I keep on reading Tekashi 6ix9ine over here?
Oh,
because she low-key scalped him and made this whole look.
I didn't want that mental image. But anyway, so
disgusting.
Boa was the next queen to come out.
Ginger Minge.
Basically Ginger Minge. What if her hair was red? That was a missed opportunity.
To be honest with you, let me pull up this look because
that was a missed opportunity. That would have actually been a Ginger Minge.
I don't like it.
It felt I didn't hate it, but I get the joke. I'm like, okay, she's a comedy, she's making a joke.
I totally get the joke. I know of queens who do this type of aesthetic, but more so with just their own bodies, like Meatball and Pinche Queen and like that type of stuff, right? But what I don't like about it is that the bodysuit is a completely different color than the makeup on her face. Completely different color. Tan, hairy man, and then this white woman up top, like Italian, Russian. I didn't, the cut between the two, I didn't understand. I do like the coat that was over it. I was not, oh my God, that was funny. Like I think it was a little too on the nose for me.
I don't know. I guess maybe not on the nose. I can appreciate it, but I feel like I should have been red. I feel like the joke would have landed better if it was actually a ginger.
I think the joke would have landed better. Again, this body, it's killing me, bro. It is killing me.
The color is like, what's really
because it's like I keep looking at her face and I look at the body suit and I'm just like, it's not even, you didn't try. Like, so next column.
So next up was Lemon, and
this was
ugly. I think the headpiece was very nice.
This was ugly.
I still hate the bust line fitting that goes on right here in this area.
It hasn't fitted in a while, has it?
And not at all.
Not for three episodes.
Contour a titty, make it tighter, fit something.
Why? Okay. See now, Jamar. Why is your hair not green or why is that brown too? What lemon tree looks like that?
True. I was like, why don't you look like an actual tree? A lemon tree.
I feel that she thought too deep about the bark aspect of this and maybe should have had some green accents in there a little bit to give a fresher feel, because this is like a dead tree with some lemons on it, honestly. And with an ill-fitted top, ill-fitted top.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like what you were trying to do, but I don't like it. I'm not chopping it. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
chop the fit. Chop the fit. But the concept I see, but chop the fit.
Okay. So next up, we briefly talked about her earlier, Miss Priyanka. I feel like Priyanka sold the outfit with her presentation more than the outfit being. Like she came out there and was like, "This is everything. You're going to live for it." Yes, oh.
She was like, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hey, Mom." Like that kid in the School Musical who just got up there for the first time and she can't focus, but she's still performing, but she's still waving to the audience because she's so excited to be there. I was a bit distracted by all of it, to be honest with you, except for the part where she sat down and was like, I was like, yes, that was it. And when she started to fluff the fluff around, and then turns around, and I was like,
there's nothing in the bag. You needed about at least a couple more bushels back there to really fluff it out. She was like, bitch, this is so full. This is so voluminous.
The front is right. The back needed to be finished. That is my critique on that look, and that's the nicest way I'm going to continue, because if I keep staring at this, I will pick it apart.
So next was probably the most confusing runway that I probably have ever seen.
Are we on Anastasia?
We are on Anastasia.
Okay. This is let me do this run through first. So you're telling me, because I at first was like, "Ooh, Cousin It, interesting."
I'm here. You got me.
Turns around and gives me the Grandmaster from Kill Bill Volume 2, but not. And then she described it as Chun-Li, but I was like, where in der Ferk is Chun-Li at? Because
Chun-Li has big poops on the side of her head.
Girl, they are buns and they are covered.
That's the signature Chun-Li look.
There are spikes on the arms because when she hits, because she's the strongest woman in the world due to her Street Fighter profile. Do not get me started, because you know I'm a Street Fighter fan, Jamar. You know I'm a Street Fighter fan. I was upset. I was mad. I was like, how dare you? Chun who?
These don't even go together.
Chun Chop. Cousin Chop. Chun Chop. Chop to the chop, chop, chop. When Brooklyn brought up an interesting point, to which I'm like, Brooklyn, you might want to do this and just steal the idea. She said, why didn't you do Morticia in the front? Like a really pretty, like long black hair in the front. And then when you turned around, it was It, because that would have actually made sense in the family scale of Addams Family. Oh my God. When she said that, my mind literally just said, you know what? That's why she's hosting this show right now. Brooklyn, you made me a believer right there. I said, oh, that's
just like a concept. Like, it doesn't even, they don't go together.
They don't go, well, that is, again, and even the description doesn't go together. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up right now. Nope, put it down. Chop to the chop, chop, chop. Chop salad, Cobb salad, chop, 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 chop.
So
Fruit Ninja. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, neighbors. Okay.
Rita Badger.
I liked it. It was cool. It got the job done. I wasn't blown away. I kind of like the wig though. That wig was like
the wig was cute, but it's like I wish there was more hair incorporated. Like if I looked at this, I wouldn't have known that it was a hair-based runway.
Yeah, I agree. I would have thought it was like it was raining and she was low-key giving the Morton Salt girl, but yeah.
Like baby, I don't know.
It's a pass. It's a pass.
So I think this is gonna probably be your favorite look of the runway, Scarlet Bobo.
Nope, it's not.
Really? Oh well. Really?
Up next is Scarlet Bobo.
And you know what? I didn't even notice until the second time I watched it that it actually spelled Bobo in the hair. I thought those were just like knots, but then I saw it the second time. I'm like, wait, I didn't even realize that those were letters.
It was her signature, literally, Bobo. I love the whole smoke coming from the mouth bit or whatever, and then, you know, Mama's a fire breather, so if that was dry ice, dear God, I doubt it, but dear God.
Dangerous.
I liked that it was a leotard with hair on it and that it was a basic look, but she presented it very well. Presentation. I love her freakiness. So I liked it for that. Now, but I'm going to call it what it was. A goddamn leotard with some hair on it, a boot, and that's it. But it was a nice presentation, and that's why I liked it. I wasn't scar mad.
Does that?
It doesn't. But I made it. Final cut. I final cut clipped it in. All right. And
next is Alona Burley.
Top look of the week, in my opinion. Now, I've read this little baby for having pasty upon pasty upon pasty, and this is another pasty. If I see them again next week, I will drag, even if it's the right look. I'm just gonna be real with you, because I'm like, that can't be all you brought was corsets and just, sticky notes for your chest. But this is so puss. Excuse me. This is so woof woof. Oh!
Child.
I did it.
I see this coming. I'm just gonna wait for it.
Thank you for flying Southwest Airlines. No, just like, okay. Sorry, I'm by the airport now, but I have the best Wi-Fi, as you can tell from this call. Yeah, this was good. I liked how it was put together. I liked there was actually a dog head with the blue dog. I don't know if you saw that.
On the shoulders.
Yeah, it was so cute, and I loved it. But I got the wig, the makeup, the accessories, everything about it was perfect. Oh, excuse me. It was bow wow.
How many more of these do you have left in you?
I've got about 3 more.
We're gonna have to hold her accountable. Kiara, I want no more basic looks from you. Lemon, I need better fits in your bust line.
And Alona, I don't want to see another sticky note on your nipple.
And actually, Boa, these high-waisted breasts.
Oh, and Tainomi, wear better looks.
Just all around. Just all around.
Period. Judging has taken place. 3 queens are safe as follows: Rita Badger, Lemon, and Jimbo. I don't have time for the rest of this because we all knew what this was. Priyanka is the winner of this week's challenge. They were enamored with Brooklyn Heights color palette. The bottom two are those who gave us their phone numbers at the beginning of the episode. I'm just going to move around for the rest of this because I was like, what a setup. Sending our love to Chi-Chi Devane, by the way. I'm just going to do it for every video this entire week. I don't care. Sending our love to Chi-Chi Devane, our sister.
Oh, yeah. She's doing much better, which makes me so happy.
We are happy to hear that, but I'm just going to continue to send that love. You have, girl, when I tell you, it was about to be a whole 45-minute video Matty was going to make about why Chi-Chi was that bitch. It was about to be a whole crying moment.
Been that bitch, still that bitch.
Season 8, when I tell you Mama made me a believer again after 7. Still I felt was not treated right in All Stars. But let me continue.
Child,
I'm changing.
That season was a child.
I'm changing my background, everybody. 2 queens stand before me.
Ew.
One plane flies by. Boom, 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 boom. The time has come for you to lip sync, and I told y'all that Stacey was going to be the one to do this, and they're changing it. You saw Brooklyn was the first week, Jeffrey was the second, Stacey was the third. I told you this would happen. Deborah Cox, they were given your song, Honor Stars, you, pageant queen, Miss Current Reigning Black Continental at Large, and Tainomi Banks, whose name is it's here, but we haven't seen it.
We have not seen it.
Absolutely not. Well, actually, that's the song, but it also applies to that situation. And this is
Anastasia, before the lip sync was like, oh, I'm gonna teach her a lesson. I'm like, okay, let me see what's gonna happen. I was ready
to see Chun-Li. I was ready to
It
see
could
some
be.
lightning kicks. I was ready to see spinning bird kick. I was ready to see a little fireball kikoken. I was, who for those you know the names? Listen, it was the club mix. Jamar, for you knowing this. Kikoken, because you know that was hers, because it was Hadouken for Ryu and Ken. The song is absolutely not, once again, by Deborah Cox. This is a club mix for that matter. So it's up tempo. Do 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 do
It was.
do. How absolutely, ba 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 boom, drop. That's not what you got. That is not what we got.
Lip sync was horrible. It was horrible. I was waiting. I had such blue balls watching this lip sync, waiting.
Okay, here's how we're gonna break this down. Arnie, Anastasia, up tempo. This,
Not a.
you, how dare you? Okay, here's the thing, and sometimes it's worth it, but not that for Maybelline. No, no, it was not worth it. Girl, here's the problem with this. You can start that way, but you did not need to finish that way. You needed to start to, and then at one point, you sat and looked to Tainomi and was just like, I know you already have that title, bitch, but you got in this competition not to just sit there and go, let my friend continue. I thought you was going to compete. And Tainomi Banks. Tainomi, I know I'm going to be real tough with this, and some people may not agree. Girl, you were lazy in that. That was lazy.
Very underwhelming on both. And
I hate your shoes. I'm just going to tell you, I hate your shoes. Your shoes were ugly, but you were so, it was so dry, girl. Even that little drop split was so installed by like a
I forgot that even happened.
Girl, that was a cable installation. I was like, this is, he'll show up between the time of 12 and 5. It was very that. I was like, girl, no. I was mad because I'm looking at Deborah and I'm thinking, you know what this reminded me of? I said, you know how it was when, and here we go, when Dita and Natalie Cole situation. And Dita kind of represented. I felt these two did not do Deborah Cox any.
Not at all. And then he was like, we're giving the show of the year up here. Bitch, where?
I was bored.
Where?
Absolutely not. Like, ooh, and I'm just now, the song is playing in my head. There are so many moments to just do some extra, and to really cut up and just, you know what, low-key, I wish Lemon would, she would have disappointed too, because we saw that other performance. See. Is it because of the fact that it's that high pressure situation for some of them and they're not really
potentially fighting to stay in this competition and your mind is like all over the place? But I forgot to talk about why did, when Anastasia was put in the bottom, why did she cackle?
Pageant. Like, saw that coming. I will say I loved her exit. It was very, very professional, very pageant. Very good. Anastasia, I liked you. I was rooting for you this season, honestly. Honestly, I was rooting for you. I thought you were going to go much further. If they make an All-Stars for Canada, bring her in. Next time, give a fuck.
She said,
just to be real.
She literally left the competition to say, take every opportunity that's handed to you, but yet you didn't take the one you just had 5 minutes ago.
You just sat there and let her have it. I just thought you let your sister literally have the competition, and I absolutely hated it. But sorry, Deborah Cox, you deserve better. Hey, can y'all do how the other songs from Deborah? She's got a couple of them. Please redo her. You have to redo that one. You have to redo a Deborah.
Come back. We just have to do more songs from Deborah.
And someone's got to be able to perform, because there's no way Deborah deserved that. Nope.
The only person that can cover Whitney Houston.
The only one.
The only person.
All right. Everybody, that was this week's episode of Canada's Drag Race. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Who were you rooting for? Or who was your favorites of the runway? Who were your least favorites? What you think of the whole rap tress performances? Deborah Cox was on board. Were you excited to see her there? What did you think of the lip sync? What did you think of this episode in general? And what are you excited for the rest of the season? I'm staying away from spoilers, so this has been fun.
I haven't seen anything. That's why this is so much more fun.
I didn't know who these people were. This has been fun. And I like this cast. I'm getting better with judging. Maybe because Deborah was there. Maybe because Deborah was there. I'm getting better. But y'all, you got to understand, this is a new little way they're doing this, and this is cute. But I got to give love to Canada's Drag Race, because after All-Stars 5 this week.
All-Stars in general has been so lukewarm.
It wasn't funny. The episode wasn't funny. No, it was not good, terrible, okay, decent. And then the runway, it was okay. What happened, Shay? And then it was like, I just was so confused.
Kool-Aid. What happened?
It was cute, and that was not the challenge. You pulled the dancing diva of Texas, I did a low-key dip onto a box opposite day type of situation. Mama who has cleaned and cleared house in the lip sync department. You brought the best dancer, one of the best dancers to ever be on this show, to give you the full work and stunt, and you had her perform a Reba McEntire song with Miss Cracker.
I do appreciate Miss Cracker's like, oh, it's Kennedy. She's like, I'm gone. She just got off stage. She was like, I'm not doing this. But I knew, you know how I knew this lip sync was going to be bad? I saw what Kennedy was wearing. I'm like, no, she's not going to turn in that. She's not going to be able to turn in that with a cape. No.
That's a show number outfit when you're trying to collect tips. And you're walking through and you're trying to give a little sashay, hoo, all that. Miss Cracker didn't do good either.
I mean, Miss Cracker doesn't do well with lip syncs, period. That double win that they had was
forced.
What's that look, though?
No, you can keep it. I didn't like that.
I liked it.
The wig didn't. The wig was not needed with that "Where have you been?" look, where she giving you Aquafina. No. The wig belonged with a different look. It belonged on Pheromone for her promo look.
Well, it belonged to Blair. So.
Oh yeah, that was Blair's. Random mini review. Okay, Jamar, thanks again for being here with us, and thank y'all for tuning in to the channel. These are opinions.
Don't take them seriously.
Don't forget to hit that like button, that share button, and the subscribe button, kiddos. Become a part of that Rant Pack family. This is the fourth take. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants.
It's already 4.
I love you so much. We love you so much. Love yourselves. I'll see you later on this week, almost every day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Ew. No.